Welcome to Nystrom Education, the largest producer of globes and atlases in the United States. I'm Pam Gothard, your Professional Learning Director. Exploring Where and Why is a hands-on social studies program. Thank you for participating in Exploring Where and Why 101, Session 3, Cross-Curricular Instruction. Exploring Where and Why builds a solid foundation of essential social studies skills and concepts, develops responsible citizens in the community, country, and world, and develops multicultural awareness and sensitivity. Exploring Where and Why also reinforces reading, writing, math, and science. It develops critical thinking skills and integrates frequent assessment and evaluation opportunities. Exploring Where and Why stimulates a variety of intelligences, provides learning opportunities for diverse learning populations, and ensures success for all students. Neighborhoods Near and Far is a complete social studies program. Meet Ms. Lynn. She's going to share with you today about cross-curricular instruction. As part of our session today, we're going to talk about what is cross-curricular instruction, where will I find cross-curricular connections in Exploring Where and Why, and then we're also going to show you some examples of cross-curricular opportunities. Cross-curricular is an instructional approach that integrates content and skills from multiple disciplines, helps learners make better connections, helps learners to see the big picture, and provides them with theme-based learning. Your teacher's guide contains everything you need to execute cross-curricular activities with your students using our hands-on, minds-on approach. Let's take a look. Here are your scope and sequence pages. You'll see how Exploring Where and Why is a scaffolded program that builds on the previous year. At the bottom of page 22 in your Roman numerals, you will see a few of the icons that represent the cross-curricular opportunities you will have in neighborhoods near and far. When we say cross-curricular, we really mean cross-curricular. You'll be integrating lessons into science, holidays, language arts, math, dramatic plays, art, geography, music, culture, civics, history, economics, critical thinking, and reading. I think you understand we do mean cross-curricular. Remember our discussion in the previous session about units, lessons, and activities? Here we are utilizing Unit 5, Lesson 5, Activity A, Seasons and Weather. Describing the weather? Does that sound like a social studies lesson? Or maybe a science lesson? Or maybe even both? Notice that it's just part of the overall lesson and students are going to create a seasons wheel. Let's watch as Ms. Lynn leads her students in doing so.
In front of you, you have your seasons. It's a seasons wheel. Let's look at the top. How many seasons are there? There are how many seasons? 4. So put a 4 in that blank. And then you can find the word spring. Underneath it, right here, is a big space there. I want you to draw a picture, or you can get in there, or write a word or two about what happens in the spring. You can use the pictures that I drew up here if you would like. So go ahead and do that right now. Draw a picture that reminds you of the weather or what we do in the springtime.
Well, as you can see, even within the lesson itself, there's opportunities for cross-curricular teaching. But in this lesson, you also have an extending opportunity. There isn't always an extending opportunity with every activity, but there are within every lesson opportunities to extend cross-curricular. Here, the extension is offered with math. We're going to watch Ms. Lynn demonstrate how she uses this particular activity with her students. In addition to what you've seen previously, and with this one coming up on math, I want you to consider what other cross-curricular opportunities were afforded in this particular lesson.
We're taking a survey. Here it is. We're taking a survey. What is your favorite season? I'm going to start with spring. If your favorite season is spring, raise your hand. Nobody loves spring? All right, then we won't put any tally marks. How about summer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I counted this many. Watch. Count with me. 1, 2,
3, 4.
now what?
A cross.
Make a slash. How many is that?
5,
Keep going.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slash. 10, 11, 12, 13.
What's your favorite season? Winter. Can I put mine on there too so we can make it 15?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm winter too.
Are you winter too? So then I need to erase one from summer and put one on winter. Now, if I count these, how many should there be?
15.
15 because we added one. So
This particular lesson on weather, Miss Lynn focused on identifying the 4 seasons. Her students were able to make connections between weather and seasons. They made a seasons wheel, summarized the lesson, and extended the lesson, creating a seasons bar graph. So we know that they integrated science and math, but what other subjects were integrated? Another way in which you can make a cross-curricular connection using Exploring Where and Why is by using our atlases. The atlases provide short chunks of text coupled with maps, graphs, pictures, illustrations, and timelines. In your teacher's guide, there are 15 literacy lessons specifically designed to be utilized with your atlas. As you can see from these examples, the literacy lessons focus on deep skills such as recognizing text features, identifying main ideas, or categorizing words. Categorizing words dealing with vocabulary is an important feature. Keeping in mind that Robert Marzano said that roughly 55% of a student's necessary vocabulary comes from social studies. Here's just one example. Compare pictures and text. This is an important literacy skill. Students are being asked to describe how the photo and the text work together. Keep in mind that literacy skills need a companion text. Social studies provides a great nonfiction text. The Exploring Where and Why program also comes with a literacy library, 12 books that are fiction and nonfiction. You'll be learning more about this cross-curricular approach in session 4. This brings us to the conclusion of this session. Let's look at your assignment. I'd like for you to write a reflection and include the responses below after you use any of the cross-curricular activities in Exploring Where and Why. Think about, what activity did you use? How did your students respond? Did the activity help meet your goals for the discipline that it supported, such as math or science? Was the activity well designed? Will you use this activity again next year? Why or why not? It has been a pleasure sharing with you today about cross-curricular instructions. Please send your reflection to me, P. Gothard, at nystromeducation.com. Once I receive your reflection, I will send you some feedback and a certificate for 2 hours of CEUs. Again, thank you for joining this session of Exploring Where and Why 101.